Good morning and welcome to Think Parks, Northwest Indiana. This is the show on WJOB that talks about parks and recreation activities throughout Northwest Indiana through Lake, LaPorte, and Porter County on a monthly basis. And my name is Chuck Gardner. I'm the host of the show and also a program manager with New Toys Leisure Products. New Toys Leisure Products is a company that supplies playground equipment, shelters, splash pads, all sorts of outdoor activities to parks and recreation departments throughout Lake, LaPorte, Porter County, throughout Indiana, and also throughout the Illinois suburbs and park districts over there. So happy to host the show. And today we have some folks from Lake County Parks on the show, Emily Trissler and Diane Lato. Welcome.
Good morning.
Emily, I guess probably we should kind of set the stage first. Kind of what do you do with the Lake County Parks, and how long have you been with Lake County Parks?
I am the communications director, so I do a wide variety of communications, marketing, digital stuff, print stuff, so a little bit of everything there. And I've been in this role for going on 10 years now, but I've been working for the Parks Department since I was 16. So
A lot of history with the with Lake County Parks. A lot of long-term employees, and Lake County Parks must be a good place to work because a lot of employees stick around for quite
we
a long
do.
time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good to me and my family for sure. It's a fun place to work because there's always something different. So
Well,
it
and
really doesn't matter what you're into. So.
exactly, and we're going to talk a lot about the kind of the different types of things that are coming up in the holiday season here for the rest of December. But also with us is Diane Lato. Diane, welcome to the show. I think this might be even the second time this year you're on the show.
Yes.
But Diane, for just to kind of reset everything, what do you do with Lake County Parks?
Well, I started in 2009. I left for a short time and then came back. So I started at Park Sites, Bellevue, and then Deep River County Park. But now I'm the business development manager, and with that, I do various things, but a lot of our service contracts, and anytime we have to go out to bid for projects and things like that, and some grants here and there.
Very good, very good. And as I was kind of briefly mentioned, a lot of times people think about parks and recreation activities always during the summertime and maybe a spring, summer camps, things like that. But certainly the month of December, there's a lot of things going on in all the parks and recreation departments throughout Lake County. But certainly Lake County Parks has a lot of things happening coming up here. And I think even something, even today is December 3rd, Wednesday, December 3rd. There's even some things coming up this upcoming weekend, December 6th and 7th. What are they, Emily?
Yeah, so we have our Christmas at the Mill program at Deep River County Park, which is in Hobart. And so you can come out, this year we actually have some snow on the ground, so everything is, winter wonderland pretty. The mill is decorated. We've got holiday lights. It's a great place for photos. And then you can do your kind of unique holiday shopping at the visitor center and gift shop at the park. So
Yeah, I mean, they have lots of things like local honey, local people that make soap and things like that. Of course, if you need our maple syrup or our cornmeal, so if you need to bring, cornbread to one of your holiday parties, you should get, get it from us.
and it's really amazing with Lake County Parks. We're very fortunate in Lake County to have some great town parks and recreation departments. And oftentimes I think we kind of forget about Lake County Parks, which oversees all the county. And you guys have parks all the way up north, Walhalla Beach and things like that, or no? That's not
that's mostly managed by Whiting. But
right. But
yeah.
again,
But yeah,
all
we've
the way
got
up,
Gibson Woods here in Hammond, and down to the Kankakee River.
down. Yeah, down. So the span of facilities that you guys have is so broad. And again, Deep River County Water Park, a lot of people think of just the water park, but Deep River County Park
Yeah, you got it. I know.
is a separate facility. And again, sometimes I get them confused, but Deep River County Park really does have a lot to offer.
Yeah, and it's coming up with some milestone years in 2026.
Absolutely, yeah.
The gristmill, Woods Historic Gristmill, is I'm gonna mess it
It's
up.
150
There you
years.
go.
It was built in 1876, and then the restoration next year will be its 50th anniversary. So this is way in the future, but we will have a big celebration for the mill's 150.
So this holiday, Christmas at the Mill, where is Deep River, County Park? Again, I'm going to say Water Park. This is at Deep River County Park. Where is that County Park
Well,
at?
it's what, maybe a 5-minute drive from the water park. It's just tucked away on Old Lincoln Highway instead of US 30, which is the current Lincoln Highway. So it's just on what some people call Old Lincoln Highway or 73rd
Okay.
Joliet. You know how that road changes everything.
Well, and
So
if you're from the area, you know all the numbers on all the roads,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
But again, sometimes some of us get confused with some of those numbers. But again, it's to the north side
Just
of
the north.
Route 30
Yep.
area.
Yep. One
So,
street north and yeah, kind of right there, in the same range as Deep River Water Park.
so if people want to find out more information about Christmas at the Mill, what's the best way to get a hold of Lake County Parks and also find out more information about what's going on this weekend?
Yeah, all of our programs are on our website, lakecountyparks.com. If you have specific questions, you can always call our office. We've got, some great information specialists who will help get you the information you need, which is 769 Park. But yeah, and then we're on Facebook. We're all over the place, so
Okay.
so you can find us for sure.
And again, is there a certain time of the day where it's best to come to this event, or is it kind of throughout the day? Are there special exhibits going on throughout, or what's the best way to plan your day if you're going to go out there and do this?
yeah, it's actually 10 to 4 both days, Saturday and Sunday. And so it's just drop in whenever you want. It's a very relaxed kind of experience. They will be roasting chestnuts throughout the day, which anybody's ever heard the song and never had a chance to try roasted chestnuts over an open fire. That's
Okay.
kind of the big draw there. And it's just like, a stop in for shopping. So it's a relaxed Christmas event. It's kind of the opposite of all the hustle and bustle of all the other high energy
Well,
events.
and it was a couple years ago. I went to a wedding out at Deep River County Park, and again, just the area itself with all the trees and the trails and stuff like that is really, really, really nice. And I could just see, even if you had some boots, it's probably not a bad thing to take a short little walk through the woods. It'd be a little different, experience. And again, with some of the roasting with the fires out there, you might even have a nice little cool atmosphere out there.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like we talked about earlier. So Lake County Parks are open 365 days a year. So, we want you to come out for the event, but if you want to go enjoy a walk or the fresh air, anything, you can do that.
Super.
All
So
year
that's
long.
Deep River County Park. This again, what are the dates and times again, just so we can make sure we get those right out there?
It's this weekend, December 6th and 7th, from 10 to 4 both days.
Okay, very good. And so again, we talked a little bit about the Christmas at Deep River, Christmas at the Mill at Deep River County Park. What else is going on with the Lake County Park Department in the month of December?
So we have a couple of, kind of nature programs that will take place at Gibson Woods Nature Preserve. So we do a natural tree decorating, so you can make little ornaments out of, pine cones, natural products, things like that at Gibson Woods.
Okay.
That's December 13th. And then we have a winter evening hike. I mean, it's 4 to 5, so it's Northwest Indiana. It's going to get dark. And so right on the solstice. So that's December 21st. And
Yeah,
it's
the
just-
first day of winter. If you can't tell, it's not even winter yet. So
Well, what's nice about this year's winter, you're going to have snow, and I think you
Yes.
mentioned that already earlier. There is something about this holiday season when you have no snow on the ground and whatever. But now we got some white snow, and it unfortunately it snowed a couple times already this year.
It has, yes.
So it's already bringing us into that festive atmosphere.
Yeah, trying to be grateful for it
Yeah.
instead of annoyed.
Well, yeah, there are two ways you can think about
Yes,
that, right?
so
You mentioned Gibson Woods. Where is Gibson Woods? We mentioned it also earlier. That's one of the parks up to the north side of the county. But can you give a little bit better description of where Gibson Woods is?
yeah, so Gibson's in the Hessville area of Hammond, so it's on Parish Street. Kind of if you take that north, it dead ends pretty much with the park. So, yeah, it's a state dedicated nature preserve, so it has some unique residents, I suppose, that live there as far as plants and wildlife and things like that. And it's a really special place that's tucked just right into a neighborhood.
It really is something, and I think that's what's so unique about Lake County Parks. Again, the park department started back, what was it, in the 1960s or something?
68.
68. So you're able to start acquiring some of these properties and manage some of these properties back before a lot of counties were able to acquire land and maintain some of this land. And it really is. I think it's some of the. It's a big secret in this area about how cool some of these natural areas are, and certainly Gibson Woods is one of them. I found out during COVID when we were kind of looking for things to do, and we ended up taking a couple hikes through Gibson Woods. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's something you don't expect that's that close to you.
Right. Right. It's right in there, and it's got a couple of good little trail loops that just feel a little bit different than your typical hike.
And again, Diane, from a standpoint like Gibson Woods, is that maintained or staffed, or are there people there throughout the day?
Yeah, it is a little different than our other parks. So Gibson Woods is one of the ones that may not be open 365 like Deep River County Park or Stony Run. Because it is a nature preserve, it has limited hours and limited days. So it's going to be a little bit more closed. So it closes, I think, sunset. But it also will be closed more on holidays. And it does have a nature center there that is staffed, but those are limited hours too. So there's just a unique kind of time frame that Gibson is open, but it's well worth it, absolutely.
With that nature center, is that something like a drop-in, or do you have to make reservations if you want to go to the nature center on a typical Wednesday or Thursday
No,
type day?
it's just a drop-in. It has really neat things. It has the mastodon that was found here, and was it in Lake County, right? The mastodon was found in Lake County, so it has a lot of things unique that is in the gift shop.
Yeah, I would certainly, again, the website again for people to find out more information about Lake County Parks is, again, I didn't write it down.
No, you're good. I don't mind saying it again. It's lakecountyparks.com, so we keep it simple.
Right, and again, I certainly think, like I said, Deep River County Park is often forgotten because the water park is such a great facility during the summertime, but Gibson Woods up here in the north is just one of those really neat spots where. Again, with the nature preserve and just finding out more about what's going on, and it's so close to you, it's something to really take a look and get more information about.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting you said water park is great for the summertime. It's actually great for the winter too, because we do ice skating, which is really a little known fact, and we feel like we've been talking about it nonstop. But a lot of people forget that we do ice skating at the Deep River Water Park during the winter. So that has started.
And I'm sure that started right now. So can you tell a little bit more about that, Diane?
Yeah, so it is limited. It's I think it's like Thursdays and Fridays 4 to 8, right? And then Saturday, Sundays, noon to 8. That's all weather dependent, but it's really affordable, and it's a neat experience. And I think, like I said, a lot of people forget that we have, you can get some hot chocolate and go ice skating right there at the water park, from summer fun to frozen fun.
And what's kind of neat about the ice skating area out there, it's not just one big circle, right? It's kind of a loop in and out type.
Yes, that's my favorite part. Is my kids are not the most athletic, and so sometimes you go to the rinks and it's a little intimidating as everyone's zooming past.
Right.
So we fled the plaza. So if you've been to the water park, there's kind of the big clock tower when you walk in. That area gets flooded and turned into our skate rink or our skate plaza, and so it's a little bit more of an amoeba shape than your standard rink as you skate around the clock tower.
Yeah, it's really neat because you can skate in and out, and it's not just one big circle all the time.
Yes.
You are listening to Think Parks Northwest Indiana. It is Wednesday, December 3rd. Your host of the show is myself, Chuck Gardner. I'm with New Toys Leisure Products, and with me today is Emily Trissler and Diane Lido from Lake County Parks. We're talking about a lot of the cool winter type activities that are happening here in the month of December with Lake County Parks. And also, because we're talking Lake County Parks, we're also talking about really the unique types of parks that they have. Again, certainly there's some traditional things within inside the parks, playground equipment, shelters, rentals for family reunions and things like that. But what's also neat about them is some of this natural areas that we kind of around Lake County. There's a lot of houses, a lot of buildings, a lot of roads. Certainly there's a lot of natural areas. And talking about some of the events that are happening within Lake County Parks over the course of the next month. Other events that are happening.
Yeah, we wrap out the year. Actually, all of December has a lot going on at Bellaboo's, which is, you talk about unique. That's a unique one. So that's up in Lake Station, kind of right where, if you've ever driven 80, 94, 65, right where they intersect and seen that weird building there, That's Bellaboos, which is a children's play and discovery center. And so it's part play place, part children's museum, part imagination garden. It's just a magical place for kids 10 and under for sure. And this month it's been transformed into a frosting festival. So think Candyland inspired,
Okay.
super fun, extra decor, new play experiences, everything going in there. Santa's coming, so he will be there every Saturday this month up until Christmas. Um, you can take pictures. He does a story time. He's there from noon to 3 on Saturdays. And then we celebrate the new year with a big bubble drop
Okay.
on the 31st.
On the
So,
31st.
Yep.
So you guys are all the way through the
yeah,
end of,
we keep going.
all 365 days of the year.
Yep.
Or something happened. Bellaboos is kind of one of those really neat things also. Again, Children's Discovery Center, but again, a lot of neat things there. What are the hours? How can people go and attend, and how can they find out more information about Bellaboos?
Yes.
Or what are the more information about it?
Yeah, Bellaboos is open Tuesdays through Sundays, 10 to 3 on weekdays, 10 to 4 on weekends. It does have its own website, which is mybellaboos.com. And it's got around a dozen different playrooms. It's all open play, imaginative play. Play is learning. So it's, it's a special place for both of us. We met working at Bellaboos and have
yes.
both raised our kids
Yeah, raised
there.
on Bellaboos, yes.
Yes, so it's, it's really magical.
Yeah, well, and again, from a business development standpoint, again, there's so many things that are going on over there. What is there? Certain types? Is it more for younger kids? I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it's for, like she said, the 9, 10, and under, especially when it's more the inside. The outside does lend itself to a little bit older because during the summer season, we have the outdoor imagination garden with the play areas and the splash areas. But it's really a unique place. Lake County Parks, when they were doing the thought process, is they saw the need for families with younger children, and it kind of gives them a safe place to play without having the children and older children. So it is really unique in that way that they saw the need and they have it. I think, again, for us, it's awareness. We hope everybody would come. And this is a really good time. Kids are out for winter break, cabin fever. Get them to Bellaboos, see the extra decorations, the extra exhibits. Like we've got the winter, skating and the soft snowballs and the lollipop forest and the gingerbread village and all these things. So it's a really good, unique time to go see Bellaboos when you're trying to keep those kids active over winter break
Yeah.
and
No,
keep yourself sane.
Exactly, and again, Bellaboos, the location is kind of a interesting location. It's kind of
It is.
You could be driving down 94, you won't see it, but if you're going off the off ramp of something, you can see it.
Yep.
You kind of explain again where Bellaboos is, so everybody has a better idea where that facility is located.
Yeah, so my number one recommendation is just plug Bellaboos into your GPS. That will get you there. But it is 2800 Colorado Street. So if you are in Lake Station or in Gary, going down Central Avenue, kind of right there on the border between the two is Colorado Street, and the street dead ends with our building and Three Rivers County Park, which has a nice lake on it, and some walking trails too. So it's a play facility in a park. That
Yeah.
doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, it really is cool, and the uniqueness of having a children's type museum and a Discovery Museum, Children's Museum, I think is really neat, and I think Lake County Parks. How old is Bellaboos now? Is that? Did you
It's
already?
2009.
Yeah.
So it's close to 16, 17 years.
Yep.
Really fit a really cool niche in the market for that. There wasn't anything around this area at that time, and certainly it's withstood the test of time because certainly it's going well now. Other events, other things that we should be talking about with Lake County Parks. We got maybe about 5-6 minutes here left on the show, and just want to make sure we cover everything to make sure that.
I know. I definitely want to mention that if you are sick of winter and already thinking about summer, well, some of us are, and it hasn't even hit winter, that water park passes are on sale. They do the big promotion early purchase. It's $79.95. I have to look at my little cheat sheet, right?
Yeah, you got it.
$79.95 right now, which is half off. And if you're, not getting the senior discounts, you go twice and it's already paid for. Also included in that pass, you get discount ice skating. So it's above and beyond. It's going to give you a little bit of discount for ice skating, skate rentals, and $79.95. That's a great price for a water park pass. You could, give that as a gift or buy it for yourself, knowing that you will someday not live with all the snow, right?
Well,
We will get back to what
we,
Indiana does best.
yeah, exactly. And we talk a lot about families, family activities and family skating, but a place like Bellaboo's or a place like the Deep River County Water Park skating rink, it's great for group activities too. I'm sure, right?
Absolutely.
If you're a group, how do you guys make things accessible for groups and things like that? What's the best way, or if a group is thinking about taking an outing to the skating rink, who should they call? Is there additional information that they should gather? Because again, a lot of times this is great for groups to be involved with.
It is, yeah, and we've got good group opportunities and rates. So for ice skating, definitely either give them a call at the water park or visit deepriverwaterpark.com, and we have some contact forms you could fill out and let us know kind of what you were thinking about and when you want to do it. And yeah, we'd be happy to get something set up.
What's the best telephone number for somebody to call at Deep River Ice Skating Water Park? Or
Actually, that I didn't write on our cheat sheet.
Oh,
so
I'm sorry.
You know what? If you call
the pre-gaming of this wasn't the best, I guess. On that,
if you call our main office number at the 219-769-PARK, we'll get you to the water park. We absolutely.
Sure.
So
when
it's
in
easier
doubt,
for everybody.
When in doubt,
769 Park.
just use the last four digits PARK 7275, and it always works for any park
You
department
think of
here.
park, think of Lake County Parks, right?
Yeah.
Well, very good. What else? What else is coming up with Lake County Parks in the next couple weeks here?
Yeah, I mean, as we get into the new year, there will be more hikes. Different ways to get outside, keep yourself fresh. And we've got some fun stuff planned for February around Valentine's Day. So I know we have a Galentine's event coming up, and an evening bonfire with your sweetie. So.
And that's the interesting thing too. The park activities, certainly 365 days a year. We're talking about the last 30 days right now of December.
Yeah.
But again, everything starts right back up
Sure
January
does.
1st. Is there a mailing that happens, or you guys you do a lot of things by social media nowadays, I'm sure, right? So again, some of the things that are, if they go to the website now, keep on going to that website because everything's refreshed, I'm sure, on a weekly,
absolutely.
daily, maybe even a daily basis, but certainly weekly, monthly basis. Things are updated that way.
Yep, and we're finalizing the 2026 calendar, so you'll start to see quite the dump of new information coming out as those dates and times are set in stone. And so, yeah, if you look at 2026 now, the calendar might be a little slim, but give it a week and that thing's going to be full.
Well, very good. Again, certainly, I think we're so fortunate in Lake County to have a park system like yourselves that really has the facilities, the events, the programs that really are all inclusive throughout the whole year. We can celebrate the different seasons throughout, and I think you guys do a nice job. Diane, as we kind of close up today, is there anything last thing that you'd like to kind of mention or highlight or anything along that line?
Well, before when I came here earlier this year, we had started our community outreach for our park survey and getting that feedback from visitors and residents from Lake County. And we did finish that, and we were grateful for everyone that did give our feedback. We're going to be using that information going forward as we start planning for the next 5 years and forward. So I did want to say thank you for all the people that participated in our community outreach, that came to our booths at all the community events and filled out the survey, because we're here for them.
Right.
Parks need people, people need parks, that the old saying. So we're grateful for all the feedback, and we will use it the best our ability and do what we can.
And certainly, the more input you have, the better plan that you can
Yes.
move forward to meet people's needs. And I really think your efforts in doing that and the department's efforts in doing that very well needed. And I'm looking forward to seeing the full plan when it's all completed. Emily, what else do you have to say?
Yeah, you talked a lot about how Lake County's, kind of lucky to have our park department, and we're lucky to have the people who visit it. So I'm forever grateful every time someone comes in explores one of our parks. So.
Well, very good. Well, thank you both for
Thank you.
coming by this morning. Certainly, we wish everybody a happy holiday season over the next couple weeks here, and certainly go out and visit your parks. Visit the Lake County parks, visit your local parks, even a walk sometimes on a neighborhood park this time of year. You see a little different things than what you normally would see during the summertime. So certainly go out and enjoy the parks, and we'll see you next year here on Think Parks Northwest Indiana.